Double Fire Tree looks superior to Twilight Drake from where I'm sat.
Mirror Image.
Mirror Image is huge.
These Witch Doctor's getting some of the more defensive tools here. And the Blizzard, wow. Don't know about, yeah, I was going to say, it was just a small pause there, but I'm looking at Blizzard every single day in the league. And suddenly, these Witch Doctors have made maybe the biggest impact on this game that we'll see out of any card.
Yeah. Worth noting, of course, again, that BloodTrail is the Sea Giant list of Zoo, so Mirror Image can sometimes get Bunnyhoppor into some trouble where Sea Giants are involved.
That's what the Blizzard's for.
Sure. Probably more what the Crowd Roaster's for, but...
BloodTrail now, though, with that second Grim Rally really turning up the heat, and here we go, Sol. Are we going to 2 for 2 with your Rage on Archvillain Rafarm being in hand? Let's find out.
We're getting close already.
On this
Just
episode
seeing that
Sol
card
Rage
makes me angry.
It's golden, though, so fair play.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
What to do?
But this is where, you know, I do kind of give the nod towards Bunnyhopper's style of Zoo deck that he built, where he has Leroy Jenkins and Soulfires. Because you can already start to see a world now where Bunnyhoppor is at 6, 5, 4 health, but suddenly he's behind a Mirror Image. He's crowd roasting everything you play. He's blizzarding everything you play. Some Fury Protector gets drawn, exactly. So some burst from hand to back all this up from Zoo is really what I've been looking to when I've been playing the deck.
Okay, so if the trades happen and then the Scorch comes down, I believe Bunnyhoppor is 100% safe. I don't think there's anything that can kill him from this point.
Okay.
I was just, in terms of how he makes the turn, right? Whether he goes for a safer turn with Mirror Images, say, for example, versus this turn, because it does leave the 3-1 up and his opponent's on, and he's on 10 health. It's a little bit scary because he's then on 7 automatically. Those juggles definitely weren't bad either.
Well, he just fired 5 knives with a 3-1 in play, so you're automatically right.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's a good one.
He has the Mirror Image behind that as well.
Is this going to be the sickest hold? Like you said, the deck's capable of it. That's the best thing. And with no Soulfires and no Leroy,
yeah.
If BloodTrail plays Archvillain Rafarm, then suddenly Bunnyhoppor is playing a mirror match, I'll say, in terms of value-based minions, except his deck is built for it, and BloodTrail's is very random.
Now, Raven, is it too easy? Is the fruit hanging too low right now? Imagine if it was a Soulfire.
Okay. That's a very straightforward thing to imagine. It would mean BloodTrail would win.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
I'm sure that's not how court goes.
That's
so you
exactly
can't be like,
how court
imagine
goes.
this is evidence.
Yeah.
And you're like, guilty? But now, suddenly, okay, Nosdormu, big drop. Imagine if BloodTrail has a giant as every card in the deck, right? An 8-mana giant. Even
that's not what random legendaries are. Not even
No,
close.
this is my point.
Okay.
And that's good.
Okay.
Right? He still gets beat by Bunnyhoppor's deck.
Sure.
Is my point.
Okay.
Which means I don't know what he realistically has to draw to get there. Quickly, think of all the legendaries if there's any that deal 4. Geddon would be sick.
Geddon would be really strong. He's just choosing to roll the dice with his Dr. Morrigan here.
Wait, what's the wording on Janelai?
Oh, no, it works for Warlock, if that's what you're asking. It absolutely works for Warlock.
If it happened.
Yeah.
Janelai into Ragnaros into deal 8 to the face with all those minions on the board. Now, that would be a good way to kick off the World Champs.
But back in the real world, this is a real tough decision for Bunnyhoppor, because right now, he can go face, he can set up lethal. This 5-5 is neutralized by the 2 taunts that he has in play, but it's super scary just to leave a 5-5 up. But if he chooses to trade into it, well, I mean, what if it's a Tyrion that then comes out, right? And then you have to trade through a Tyrion. Your opponent has a 5 attack weapon anyway. So I actually like this Blizzard decision a lot.
Yeah.
Because now he is setting up that lethal for himself. BloodTrail needs to draw something that kills Bunnyhoppor or is massively defensive. I think that was an Undertaker. That is an Undertaker. Life tap finds 8 mana.
Oh.
I don't want to rub salt in the wound, but play some Soulfires in your deck. Come on.
The trimming off of the Northshire Cleric.
Not doing anything right now.
Now, yeah. Just mitigate Unleash the Hound stuff. Double Seance. Effectively 2 mana Faceless Manipulators in this spot. Yeah, and that is a horrible looking board. Languagehacker's in trouble. Major trouble.
Let's see, does Leok help him out here? Oh, Dire Frenzy. Let's get some more of those Tundra Rhinos.
It's got to stay alive. Your opponent just put 24 attack in play.
You got 29. You're good. You're good.
That's not okay.
You good?
That's bad news. Really bad news.
All right, let's do the Leok math. So you can Leok, still get Unleash the Hounds. Well, you Unleash the Hounds first.
Yes, you would Unleash first because you want them to be next to the Direwolf Alpha and then have the Leok buff them as well.
So then you can clear off, at that point, you'd be able to clear off 2 Grave Horrors.
Yeah, because you have 17 attack loaded.
Wait, no, because each Hound would be, each Hound would be 3.
Ooh. Oh, so you overkill by 1.
You overkill by 1.
And then you have the other, okay, you still clean. Wait a minute. There's got to be different ways to do this. This is so much math. I don't know, honestly. There we go. 2 of them dead. Killing 2 turns away from Chef Nomi. Can make it 1 turn if he wants to.
So the cards left in his deck, he has 1 Grave Horror still left. And then the last card is a Holy Smite?
Yeah. The last card, aside from the Grave Harbor, is just meaningless at this point. It is all focused in on Chef Nomi and Grave Harbor and how Killen just delivers lethal pressure in this spot.
Yeah,
so he's looking for the big one. Doesn't find it.
He's going to use this opportunity to push 7.
Yeah, this also takes away a Dire Frenzy on a Tundra Rhino.
It also draws him his Grave Horror.
Yeah, so in fatigue spot, but Languagehacker does not have the damage to really take care of that. Unlike a lot of the other decks we've seen, there are no kill commands in Languagehacker's deck.
Yeah. So Languagehacker has 2 turns because Chef Nomi's coming down next turn. He has no way to kill him. He's going to die.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's there.
I can't think of Hunter spells that make a difference in this spot, but maybe there is one. Nope. Killen is effectively at 13 health because of the fatigue, but he has one of the turns of hero powers as well.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter if Languagehacker kills this board, any minions on this board, because it's just replaced by a 6/6 when Chef Nomi comes down next turn.
Yeah. You need that Hunter spell they never ever made, which is Frost Trap, and it slows the animation of all minion attacks, and if they don't connect with face in time, by the turn ends, they don't attack at all.
Whoa.
It slows the animation by like 96% in my head. But yeah, there was no way out of this. Killing All Day just had the massive draw turns, you know, in back-to-back situations, and wiped out a Tundra Rhino with a Wild Pyromancer.
Maybe he's going to try and bluff here with an explosive trap. Like I said, it's not even worth killing off any of these minions just because it's just going to be replaced by a 6/6 with Chef Nomi. And Languagehacker's dead.
Is there a weird Zul'jin turn that could matter here?
The only thing is that maybe he's going to try and play around misdirection. Like, that's weird.
Yeah, I would just run the 4 in right now.
You run the 4 in, then you only take 4. You go up to go up to 13. You take 3 fatigue damage next turn.
You take 2 next turn.
No, he's been in fatigue. He took 2 this turn, didn't he?
No, he just took 1.
Oh.
That's his first draw with no cards in the deck.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I said 3 fatigue, and I meant the 1 plus the 2.
So he'd be at 11, which would effectively be 9 with the hero power from Languagehacker. There's no way he'd die. But nonetheless, good sequencing just in case, I guess.
Music from that. Languagehacker isn't going to get out of this one. Killing all day.
Vargoth to prevent more, possible AoE buffs or minion generation here from Jing. So XiaoT, he has that Zul'jin, but that's still several turns away, and this is a lot of pressure. Okay, marked shot. He can mark shot Vargoth, kill it with a weapon, and hope to find a multi-shot or an explosive trap.
Right. The danger is that there's a lot of ways for Token Druid to buff their board to get out of that range.
Well, if he does find, say, a multi-shot, he could kill 2 of them at least. But you do still leave 3 minions on the board, which is pretty scary.
Still very scary. With a lot more reload to come.
Right.
The Forest Aid next turn will just put out more Treant.
Yeah, that's why I was saying I felt like the Zul'jin didn't seem that impactful, because you're kind of in a position where your opponent's going to be forcing wave after wave of stuff you have to deal with before Zul'jin will even be online. I feel like it's a bit too late. So Mark Shot will dig for XiaoT. He finds Arcane Shot, Rapid Fire, Cybertech Chip. So the Arcane Shot is removal for one of these minions.
Sure.
Quickly.
All right, gonna chip away a little bit. But that's gonna be Jing starting his turn with 4 Treants. Roar alone is 10.
Plus hero power.
Plus hero power. That's lethal, right?
That's lethal.
Savage Roar, hero power.
Are you serious?
And that's just, I think Jing's gonna do a little bit of math here.
Yeah.
But 10 plus 8 plus 1, that is 19, and that is XiaoT's life total.
Token Druid gets over the hump. And this is a massive victory, not just for Jing, but there's also another token player, Druid player in the tournament, that was not sure about the performance. And I'm sure Ike in the back room is fist pumping right now.
Yeah, and this Jing with a 3-0 victory over XiaoT. XiaoT heralded by many as the best player in China, perhaps the best player in the world, goes down.
Not going to reheal afterwards.
Yeah.
It's Kaligos. Nova, Call-in, or Explosion. Do you just Nova and try and get Kaligos to live?
Yeah, so if you Nova, then potentially your 10-drop sticks, and you can make the world's biggest 10-drop board on the following turn.
I mean, it's as good a plan as I can think of, Salt.
Doesn't seem like the worst thing
And
in
you've
the world.
seen one scheme?
Yeah.
You've seen... Have you seen a Hex? Oh no, he mulled Hex, right? Yeah, so I think he has 1 Hex left. And it's completely non-susceptible to Hagatha the Witch hero card as well. Because you assume they've all got more than 3 health, I'd hope, for 10 drops.
Your 10 drops? Yeah,
Yeah,
you'd hope so. You're having a bad time.
I mean, Khadgar's going to bite the dust, but everyone else is fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, not that you should snap pick anything in a World Championship match.
Absolutely.
But you already have 1 Conjurers, which is effectively 2 Conjurers. You do not need 4 right now. You need to not lose.
No possible answer, I believe.
Okay, well, I was going to ask you some questions for some analysis, but I kind of just want to wait to see what happens.
Yeah. Interesting. Muzzy just smashing totem here. Seems to suggest he's not going to Hagatha this turn, which, is pretty much a given, because all it does is clear his own board.
It's also the sickest totem, so he can Hagatha next turn.
Sure.
Which is insane.
That's fair.
Okay, so Muzzy's saying, you know what? I'm going to go wide. The healing totem is actually pretty sick. And here we go.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Now he can even potentially keep his Kaligos if he wants to and do it on the Giggling Inventor instead. But no, the Divine Shield Taunt, the little mechs are going to get in the way of his board space.
Yeah. I like 10
So
drops.
I think 10s it is.
He can also taunt up choice minions as well with his Sun Fury.
All right, 2 Hackers. That's going to make this game nice and clowny. Just what we like to see. 2 Boomship dudes.
Destruction.
Shields up.
Boo.
Not going to go again.
The double hug hard to be taunted. Just a side note as well, the way Khadgar works, in case you are not familiar, is when he resummons again, it duplicates the summon.
Yes.
So you will always see mirrored. So we saw two big boys, the 7/9s, and then we saw two Hakars because Khadgar doesn't summon new ones; he summons duplicate copies.
Correct. So the vanilla outcome from that Conjurer's Calling, he would have got 1 7/9 and 1 Hakar, and so Khadgar just duplicated a single copy of each of those.
What do you make of Archmage Vargoth in this list, Sol?
Yeah, I wonder, because obviously, like, Electra's in there, and that's a powerful card, so it did immediately kind of get me thinking when I was looking at Control Shaman about whether Vargoth went in there, but when I tried it, it just wasn't really cutting the mustard. It was powerful with Raynatodes, for example, was like, you just kind of scrambled and scrapped, did everything that you could to kind of just about survive, and then that was like your game winner.
Farsight.
Just logging out, yeah, and then Farsight will get the job done as well. Obviously, Lightning Storm, reasonable.
Can we just give one final shout out to that healing totem?
Yeah.
Because without it, I think Muzzy just dies.
Very possible.
Because he can't play Hagatha, so then his late game plan gets way, way, way worse. So if Hagatha's delayed, it gets way, way
Well,
worse.
I mean, he just thumps his minions into the minions first and then plays Hagatha afterwards. It doesn't make a huge difference.
I guess.
Can we give a shout out to this 5 armor?
Yeah, okay, there you go. Give a shout out to Hagatha, never mind.
Yeah.
Ignore everything I do.
Can we give a shout out to this Witch's Brew? Can we give a shout out to this Vargoth being dead so Muzzy doesn't double up on these echoes? I don't know what that even means. It doesn't really help, does it?
No?
Can you make that noise again, please?
No?
Nice.
It wasn't as good the second
It was
time.
pretty close.
Rolls a foot next to him, amen.
Yeah, I mean,
If that's the way this match ends, I'm not going to lie, I'll laugh a little bit.
I kind of want to ping my Hakar this turn. Oh, never mind!
There we go. Doesn't matter about the Bloods if you can just kill them anyway. It turns out, if you Conjurer's Calling...
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Not the Miscreant.
I want the Miscreant alive. Shadow Step. You said it yourself.
Yeah, but Shadow Step. Well, you get to double Twin Spell this.
Yeah, well, the problem is, look at Bunnyhoppor's hand right now. He's going to start getting in damage and has double sap to just put 2/1/2 lifesteal minions back in your hand. Like, Jing running into a turn. Evil Miscreant's good.
Oh, yeah?
The whole thing is summed up by the one card put 4 minions in play.
Oh, yeah?
That card is ridiculously good.
Now, sometimes it doesn't put 4 minions in play.
But sometimes it does.
Sometimes it just gives you Discover a spell.
Oh, yeah. That. Who wants to do that in Rogue?
And only 2 minions in play.
Ooh, darn. Yeah, I mean, what else? What can you do?
Yeah. Smart by Jing to play both the original Twin Spell version of these Blessing of the Ancients in case he draws Whispering Woods.
Yeah, the hand information to Bunnyhopor, I'd say, is close to irrelevant at this point.
Yeah.
But either way, this game is about to get blown out of the water. Bunnyhopor secured a board. He's got a way to eliminate this and develop behind it. That's enough to win games.
Yeah. I think Sap, Eviscerate, Edwin.
I think just sap Edwin. What else? There's nothing else in the deck to sap.
Sap Edwin does set up for lethal, so yeah. Sap Edwin, you push 6 damage this turn.
Belligerent Gnome, there's 1 taunt in the deck.
Yeah. So you put him down to 17. You have 12 damage on board plus
That's game.
a ton from hand.
I'm not seeing a single draw in Jing's deck that changes this.
Yeah. Token Druid's not going to get it done.
I mean, there's 13 from hand for Bunny with Leroy Eviscerate Frostbolt next turn.
Yeah. And he's likely to play a 6/6 Edwin this turn. With 6 damage. 6 damage.
6 damage remaining.
I just almost died.
Was it because of the Eviscerate usage? You're like, torture! What is he doing? That's kind of what I was thinking.
A bug just literally flew into my mouth. He said, "Shut up, TJ."
Draws Whispering Woods. But that is a lot of Damahe still in hand.
What shall we hunt?
He did.
Dead indeed. Bunnyhoppor. 3 games to 2 over Jing is going to move out of the bracket and on to the top 8.
Token Druid not able to get it done. Worked well for him in the first series that he played in this group.
Give me use number 2.
And I think there is just a lot of merit into trying to win back the board in this position. And I think Killen recognizes the spot he's in. He needs to expend his resources, but when he picks up that Auctioneer, it's losing a little bit more power with each expenditure of his resources.
The scheme topsy-turvy is so funny. It's just like, 0-0, kill your guy.
Yeah.
I was thinking like scheme plus like forbidden words or scheme plus,
Right.
But no, just scheme topsy. Out of here, you're dead.
It's a very useful combo.
0 plus 0. I do remember when when scheme was revealed, we talked about oh well, this could make sense in some sort of miracle priest deck. I don't know what that looks like. But,
yeah, when we were doing the card reviews on Hearthstone, yeah. Although usually when we say those things, we're just trying to like cover all kinds of possibilities. I mean, I wasn't sure actually how good it would be, and now it's starting to make a resurgence on ladder. It's pretty cool to see. So now you're in Yueying's camp. You have a couple of options here. None of them seem super. Whoa, okay.
He trades.
Okay, I wasn't expecting Tempo Greenskin here. I mean, he knows the Waggle pick is out there, so I was like, okay, maybe he sets up like a mini Van Cleave, like a 4/4 instead. All right.
I like this, sort of looking at the his available options here, because he is up against a deck that he knows has silence, right? Which makes Van Cleef much less reliable.
Exactly.
You can easily see your opponent playing, if you had, say, 2 small minions on board, like the Van Cleef and the deckhand.
Yep.
Pyro into silence coin.
Right. No, it makes sense.
Dead. Here you have a 5/4. You're playing a deck that does not really remove minions very well.
Oh, more damage.
Well, now, yeah, I really like this from Yueying. He is just going in on the dagger.
Yeah, it is fairly vulnerable to a Mass Hysteria, but it's his best damage output, and it's kind of like what you're saying, like, this is the best way you can do with his hand. He still has more damage to back it up with the Waggle pick.
I mean, Killen's down to 13. And he may need to ooze this, which means your Waggle pick gets in the full damage. There is a silence.
Big pickup. That's 4 life.
But
you still can't deal with the Captain Greenskin.
yeah, the Greenskin's still around, and frankly, Killen's not advancing his own game plan whatsoever. He hasn't been able to find any ability to really churn through his deck here.
Where's your Auctioneer, man?
He's got a Nomi instead.
This game might end up being just laughably one-sided, and it looks to be exactly that case. If Killen, okay, let's say he silences and heals for 5, he goes up to 18, 5, 8, 10, 14. He just picks up Leroy's
making
lethal.
himself a big Van Cleave.
Oh, this is clever.
Well,
holy smokes, it's going to get destroyed by Sap.
He's going in. He's deciding. I mean, and frankly, while there is a Sap in the hand that's going to make this look ridiculous, I think Killen's recognizing that his deck's basic game plan is not going to work here. He needs to find something else.
16-16.
And Sap.
Well, and is it just dead?
This might just be lethal with the preparation.
Just dead.
And, rather than the eviscerate here.
Oh my god.
It looked cool though. He made himself a 16-16.
Oh
but
yeah.
Then
Look, this isn't dying, it's dying with style.
you gotta get a big Van Cleef out there. It is true that no one's won the World Championship without